First, live, local. This is Fox 12 Now.
Hello everyone, this is Fox 12 Now. I'm Greg Nibbler. Thanks for joining us. We are live streaming here from the Fox 12 Oregon newsroom, as we do every weekday, starting around 1 o'clock and going throughout the afternoon. So covering a wide range of things here on this show. But today is an anniversary, actually. 25 years ago today, GPS was turned on free for the public to use. Blue Switch Day is actually what that is called. We're going to find out more about that and how that led to geocaching, which started here in Oregon. Lots of stuff to cover on here, and we're going to be doing that with our guest right now from GEOregon, Peter Hubbard. Peter, thank you for having some time to talk to us about this. I will be honest, I did not realize today was a holiday. That was the 25th anniversary of something. Or is it actually today, 25 years ago?
25 years ago, just today, the U.S. government decided to make precise GPS technology available to John and JQ public. And nowadays we get into our car, we say we want to go from here to there, and we take it for granted. But yeah, started 25 years ago.
Yeah, I mean, every day I'm using that. And I think it is one of those things that, it's hard to even fathom life before having that for anybody who didn't, wouldn't have GPS available for your maps or whatever else that you're using. But 25 years ago today, that turns on. It's free for the public to use. And tell us about this. What does the term actually blue switch mean?
So blue switch was really just a term that us as geocachers gave this day, because it turned on GPS technology. And before that, remember, we used to print out actual maps like we were pirates and use maps to get from point A to point B, right? So we named it Blue Switch Day, and it kind of stuck with us, hence the blue I'm wearing today.
Perfect. All right, well, so Blue Switch Day, you brought up geocaching. Now, for anybody out there who doesn't know, can you explain what geocaching is?
So geocaching is a real live treasure hunt, right? It's based on location. So again, as we were talking about GPS, it is us geocachers, a community of people, hide these geocaches in places. 99% sure you probably walked past a geocache hidden in the wild today. But we hide these things, and we use GPS locations, and we share those online on a website, geocaching, not cash like dollar bills, y'all. C-A-C-H-E, like an actual hidden cache. So geocaching.com. And we hide these things in literal plain sight, and we find them.
And so you go out there, you're hunting for this treasure that somebody's put, you get the GPS coordinates, I suppose, and go find that. I mean, what kinds of things are out there for geocachers to find?
Oh, there is an entire range of things. So we have a scale. We call it terrain. So that is how difficult it might be to access the actual physical ground. And then difficulty, that's how difficult it might be to access or find that geocache. So that's a grid. It's a 5x5 DT grid is what we call it. So they can be so easy that you're literally drive right up to it and find it, to it might take you a year or two to solve a puzzle to get the geocaching location too.
Wow. And how many people would you say are out there geocaching on a given day?
Oh, on a given day, I mean, that's a tough question. I mean, right now I can say that there are 3.3 million geocaches that are hidden in 191 countries worldwide. Geocaching on any given day,
probably impossible to answer.
Yeah.
But I mean, I think that gives you a good clue. 191 countries and 33 point however many million different geocaches that are out there. And the thing is, so there's something pretty interesting here when it comes to geocaching. Can you tell us about the origin of geocaching, or at least the very first one that was put out there?
So geocaching actually started right here in Oregon. So I'm from Buffalo, New York. I just moved here a year ago. We always think about Oregon as the end of the Oregon Trail, but Oregon actually was the beginning of geocaching. So after Blue Switch Day, the very next day, I always say a dude named Dave started geocaching. His name was Dave Olner. He wanted to check how precise geocaching and the new coordinates were after Blue Switch Day. So he had a bunch of stuff in the woods, recorded the coordinates on his GPS that we're now having access to precise GPS location based on Blue Switch Day. And 3 days later, it was found. He just wanted to know how precise GPS was. And it turns out that, I mean, nowadays, depending on your GPS or your phone that you have, you can literally get within like 2 feet of a location.
That is pretty crazy to think about. And okay, so that's awesome. It started here, from a guy named Dave, and then just took off. And so for people now, if they're watching and they're like, hey, you know what? I kind of want to get into geocaching. I want to go see if there's a treasure near my house or something like that. What's the best way for them to get started on it?
So I guarantee you that there is a geocache right outside of your house. I guarantee it. So go to geocaching.com. Again, geocaching.com. Or our group is GEOregon, which is GE, like G, I want to explore, Oregon.com. So do that. And GeoRegon has events every month. Our next one is going to be May 18th at Mary S. Young Park in West Lynn, Oregon. But we're also getting ready to celebrate this important milestone, the 25th anniversary of geocaching. And we're going to have a very important event called a block party at Champoly State Park on September 13th, 2025. So again, check out GE, like G, I want to check this out, georegon.com for more info.
Perfect. Well, you know what, Peter, thank you, for sharing some of the history of this and letting everybody know about that. And I think, the last thing, I just want to ask you is, have you gone geocaching today?
No, because I've been getting ready for Blue Switch Day and media, and I have 5 geocachers coming over for a ham dinner that I'm making.
So you're doing your own celebrating.
But we are hiding our own geocache in celebration of Blue Switch Day today.
Nice. Well, after this interview, I'm going to take a look and see if there's one here near the station, because now I want to find out if there is.
That's what I'm saying. Geocaching.com. That's your friendship.
There we go. All right. Well, Peter, thank you very much for joining us today. I really appreciate it and learning more about this. And again, for people who want to find out more about GEOregon, what was that website one more time?
So but think about GE. I want to learn more about GEOregon, OREGON. So GEOregon.com.
There we go. All right. Thanks so much. I really appreciate it.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it, Greg. Have a great day.
You too. And happy Blue Switch Day. And for everybody watching, this is Fox 12 Now. We appreciate you joining us. We are live streaming here from the Fox 12 Oregon newsroom, as I mentioned before, something we do every weekday, and covering a wide range of topics. Feel free to send me an email, fox12now@kptv.com. That's fox12now@kptv.com. Coming up today, we're going to be talking to the Columbia River Gorge Commission. We're going to have the Fox 12 Weather Podcast video edition. We've got an afternoon cocktail, and hey, if there's breaking news, we'll have that for you as well, all right here on this show. So thanks for joining us. I'll talk to you here in just a few. I'm Greg Nibbler. This is Fox 12 Now.